Hey guys, how you doing? Gavin here from Starfresh Personal Training, and I'm going to see, anyway, I can't zoom in, sorry. So, this is going to be day 3 of my ab roller challenge, okay? And I'm not going to do an ab roller today, okay? Because I've done it twice this week, my abs are pretty sore to be fair. I'm going to basically go through the kind of the anatomy and the muscles that sort of work with this ab roller challenge. So, when I started this exercise, it's very, very difficult, okay, simply because when your arms are above your head, in this position, just my little stick drawer, okay, so I'll bring it a little bit closer. Okay, so you got the guys on my feet there, okay, then you got the roller there, and you got this huge gap in between, okay, and basically you got your abs are going to be supporting it, if you can see my little drawing there. But to get this back into the standing position, you need to crunch the abs and you need to have a big pull on the lats. And the lats are the big muscles that run down your back there. Because when you pull yourself forward in, the lats do quite a bit of that work. And even if they're not consciously pulling, they're certainly stabilizing the movement. So you need to obviously build and have support in the lats. But I can do quite a lot of pull-ups, and so it's not really my lats. I don't feel are right this moment are letting me down. It's definitely the core, because when I come in close there, when I got this far, my glutes, this little spot there is my glutes and my hips. They sink, and I get a lot of pressure in my lower back, which means that the core of my abs aren't strong enough to hold me in that position. So with that in mind, and understanding the anatomy of what's going on, I got pretty much program progressions. It's a bit wonky. Program progressions to actually be able to do this ab roller challenge. So this is basically a crude drawing of the midsection of the abs, right? So what I'm going to do now is just show you. So this is the abdominal muscles, right? And the muscle fibers run this way. Okay, which means that when I flex forward, if you can imagine my side, the muscle fibers come together, and that causes the crunch. Okay, but they also need to be strong in an isometric or holding position as well. So these are the main muscles I'm kind of using. But you got to understand that there's lots of other muscles that feed into the abs. Okay, so you got the obliques that run down this way. Okay, and they're responsible for rotation of the core. Down and up, even side to side to some degree. And then you got the lat muscles, which I talked about as well, which help stabilize it as well. So I know that to be able to do that ab roller, one roll out, I need to have very, very strong abs, very, very strong midsection. And I know from being a personal trainer and obviously helping myself and other people get stronger in certain exercises, that you need to overload this area and maybe even beyond failure, because it's okay. I got a pretty strong core now, but it isn't strong enough to do what I want to do. So I need to go beyond what I normally do and basically overload it above and beyond what I normally do. And that is why I'm sore right now, because I have been this last week. So I need to continue with that. But there's lots of exercises I can do to overload the core, which will give me these same benefits without doing the ab roller over and over and over and over and over. Obviously it's going to be a critical part of my training, but I've done it twice this week. I'm really sore, so I'm going to try and do something different just to take that pressure off a little bit, just to bring everything together. So with that in mind, the way I'm going to program my core workout today is going to be pretty quick. It's only going to be 15 minutes. End of the day, I'm not trying to burn lots of calories for this workout. I'm trying to overload the muscle, and it's very different. And when I got that focus in mind, I can actually do it in a short amount of time. So I reckon 15 minutes max, and I get a really, really good workout in, overloading all the muscles. Alright guys, so this is going to be my my workout. Not really good at getting the camera. So it's going to be 6 exercises, and this is going to provide me with the overload that I absolutely need. And I may do 2 rounds, depending on how challenging this is, but we'll see how it goes here. So the first one is going to be a weighted crunch. So first of all, I want to really overload the muscles as fast as I can with a weighted crunch. I'm just going to use either a band or a dumbbell. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to try and create as much roll as I can in that sort of core flexion space. Really controlling the lowering portion of it, because that is where the most muscle damage will occur, and that is where you're most stronger. So on the way back down, I'm going to do each exercise for a minute, which means I'm going to be able to rest in between, within the whole minute. But I'm just going to do as many as I can with good form, as much overload as I can within 1 minute. Next one is going to be oblique planks on a Swiss ball. Now, oblique planks are really tough. Okay, I'm going to put the Swiss ball against the wall just to give some stability, but I'm going to do a side plank, and I'm going to drop my hips in and push them out as hard as I can. Again, I'm going to do that for 1 minute per side. I'm going to be taking rest in between the minute, because I don't know where I can manage it for a minute, but I'm going to take 5-second rest and keep on going until I can't do any more, and then swap sides. Then I'm going to keep the Swiss ball again. I'm going to use, going to do pikes on the Swiss ball, so my hands are going to be on the floor. I'm going to pike my my backside up, really again get that crunch in at the same time. So as you can see, I've done a crunch movement, an oblique movement, then back to a crunching movement, just to give myself a little bit of rest and time. Then I'm going to do some hanging knee techs, okay, a hanging knee tech I'm going to do off the bar. And I'm going to try and work on those lower ab area again for a minute. It's going to be tough, I know, but I'm going to give it a crack. And then I'm going to do rollout. So I'm not going to do ab roller rollout, and do use a Swiss ball. Same sort of movement, but it's going to be slightly elevated. It's still going to give me that crunching movement, and it's still going to give me some, going to force the stabilization factor of my core. And then I'm going to go down, finish off with something called banana crunches, which I'll show you. It's basically an oblique crunch, a front crunch, and an oblique crunch, all rolling on one side. Be like a bit of a sausage on a barbecue. And then, depending on how I feel after that, I'm going to do it again. But I'm going to do a minute each, and I rest for 30 seconds in between each exercise. So that's going to probably take me about, 9 minutes, probably, all up. And yeah, and that's pretty much job done. And if I do it twice, it'll obviously be 18 minutes. But that is it. I'm going to take you over. I'll walk you through the workout. Let's go. So, as you can see with that exercise, that's my crunching exercise, and it's really important to slow it down on the way down. I'm using an 7 kilo weight, and that's pretty much enough for that exercise. So the next one is going to be the oblique stuff, and here we go. That was 20 on one side, and I'm going to do the other side, and tough. right, really tough exercise. I have to basically rest periodically through things. So I managed to think about 20 on each side, and it's starting to feel it already. The next one is going to be pike press. I'm going to use this this bad boy, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, another minute, no doubt I'll rest in between because I have to, but it's going to cause a lot of overload in between. That was my timer. Dismiss. Oh, it's a tough exercise, really tough. Wow, really feel that going on. And obviously when I'm on the ball, you've got the instability. It's a bit wonky. Instability of the back legs not being supported, and then when you're trying to crunch up as well, you really feel your obliques working and the abs working. Exactly what I want. I want that overload. Plus, when I'm in that position there, my lats tend to take a little bit of work as well, just because of where it's going. As you come forward, this way, the lats are bringing forward, the hips come up, and that's a good thing as well. So, next one is going to be hanging knee techs. Should have thought about this a bit more. Biceps give out on the halfway through, and then when you're going through it, it's really hard to keep that your butt up to really curl it up. But again, still feeling massively, so I'm pretty happy with that. So this next one's going to be using my my physio ball to move out. Very good exercise, taking the pressure off the full rollout, and it's going to be pretty challenging at this point in the game anyway. But I'll go through it, got a minute, and see how it goes. Alright, timer's on. really tough. Good exercise though. Really feeling it. They already saw anyway, so it's just taken to another level. So the last one is going to be my banana curls, crunches. I don't know what they call it, make these stuff up. But as you see, it's a very good exercise as well. Obliques, core, obliques, hand back. And I'll alternate as I go through. So next one. Done. There's absolutely no way I'm going to go down one more time. Very challenging, very tough. Yeah, I definitely feel that right now. So hopefully I'm going to have the weekend off from abs anyway. I did Monday, Wednesday, and now it's Friday. So 3 days, plenty. You don't need to do this stuff every single day. End of the day, you wouldn't work your legs out every day or your arms every day. You just need to create overload in those sessions that you have. So this has only taken me, I don't know, best part of 10-12 minutes, probably 15 minutes max with the filming as well. And very what's the word I'm looking for? Effective is the word, I think. So anyway, give it a crack. It's day 3. Yeah, get it done, guys. Do what you can. Like I said, as long as you're providing overload every time, reps don't really matter in my opinion. It's just that when you start to get to failure, you need to be able to just keep on pushing through that failure just to get the muscle fibers to break down and for you to come back stronger next week. So start fresh, guys. Ab roller challenge, day 3 in the bag. Boom.